Is there punishment in the wisdom of Kabbalah?
There's no punishment. The system doesn't work that way. What seems to us as a punishment is also a correction.
Right, like we said before, an opportunity.
There are no punishments. But in order to lead a person to a better scrutiny, in order for him to correct what he has to correct, then he's burdened with something and he calls it a punishment, but actually it's the revelation of the actions that he has to take, which is a correction.
So how does a person not feel guilty about something that happened to him that is the result of something bad he might have done?
From what we're saying, then no one's guilty of anything.
Why?
Because to begin with, it comes to us in the form of a broken system. And we have to correct it. Therefore, we're not to blame. It's like we give a little child Lego or something broken, and we want for him to connect it, to repair it. Like a puzzle, for example. And this is how we learn. You can't learn about something unless you break and rebuild it.
What exactly is broken in the system?
We're broken. None of us understands the others, because our desires are egoistic. And we don't want to understand or get closer to others to as if clothing them.
That is to say that we actually are more focused on ourselves. We feel what's happening within us rather than what's happening in others.
Yes.
That's why we're broken.
Our connection's broken.
How do you fix it?
This is what Kabbalah is about. It's the wisdom of correction. That we have to begin building small groups in which we can realize this correction between us, meaning. And the main correction is done by the reforming light. That we draw a special upper force from the corrected form of the desire. Let's call it the corrected karma that already exists. Only we still don't attain it. And from there, we can draw a force that this is where our future corrected form exists. We can draw this force from there, and it'll correct us and pull us to that corrected future form. And this is how we can hasten our development and reach the good.
What does this corrected form look like?
That all of us lose our ego, our sense of self. And instead of that, we start feeling that all of us are connected as parts of one integral system, a kind of global system that even the still, the vegetative, and the animate are integrated in it, only that they have no free choice, but only people do. And also among people, there are those that are more or less independent, but eventually everyone has to connect into one will to receive that consists of many individual desires, that each of them became corrected, that it wants to be connected with everyone else, truly as one man and one heart.
So then the Kabbalist actually feels that he's one with nature, with humanity, with this whole system around him?
Yes and no. He feels where he is, and what does he still have to correct?
So all our actions, good and bad, are actually how we point ourselves towards this unity that you're speaking of?
Our future unity.
You talked about free choice. What is this free choice?
To head toward it, or to deal with our individual, egoistic, narrow will to receive. This is what our free choice is, this or that.
You also said that if something bad happens to someone, it's actually an opportunity. So how can one realize this opportunity correctly?
It's something that a person can't do on his own. He has to enter a group. And in the group, he he has to understand how the entire system works, because it's the method of connection. So a person can't be on his own. It's preferable to have groups of 10 people, and then there is the method, meaning what do we have to do inside the group, what kind of relations should we have, how should we connect, talk, act, study, learn, scrutinize, examine ourselves. Are we closer or more distant from each other? This is how the entire work is in a so-called 10. Usually it's preferable for there to be 10 people that want to connect this way, and then in their connection they can suit themselves to the general upper system that includes all of nature in it. And then inside this 10, they can examine and learn and inquire and understand and connect themselves with the whole of nature.